volts, and then the peak. This level. 0, and this is the negative side, and this is the positive side.
Yep.
Here, on this point, I short it. This is where the shorting appears. The shorting event. So on this peak, once you short it, almost the power who's getting it, they will not notice that somebody took the power from the source of the power. Let's say the coil. There is a coil here. Normally that's a coil. There's a magnet. Dynamo, they call it. There's a magnet. This is normal. The direction of the magnet going there.
Yeah.
So this one will produce an AC signal. If there is another magnet here, this is north-south, south-north, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it will produce power. So if you have load here, from this 0 to here, you have already resistance that to power it. You're already making load from here to this point, low and high. But me, I'm just shorting it. This one, shorting, it's shorting. On this side, or this side, this magnet will be on this position, center, exactly on the center. This one will be here.
Alright.
So the movement, you cannot stop here, you're in the middle. Because the obstruction, there's a metal here, core. You cannot push back this magnet because it's already attracting at the same time it's moving. You don't know whether it's move or attract.
Are they fixed in position though?
Yeah, one is moving and then you short it here. Instantly, almost the power used to run this magnet to build a power here, almost not notice it. But the output of the power here is tremendous. Let's say if we put a capacitor there to measure normal without this, let's say the connection like that, maybe you will reach 10 volts without this. 10 volts. For sure once you put magnet here. But if you do this thing, shorting at the right timing, the right timing, it means at the right resonance. This will go
way up. So that's how you're able to...
without much difference from the motor running it.
So that's how you're getting enough voltage out of a 12-volt battery to run a much higher voltage. Well, forklift motor, but now you've got another motor.
Actually, somebody replicated
that's very,
already.
Very novel.
Somebody already replicated this.
Have they?
I think 4 person already. The problem, they can only use like a toy.
Well, when you say
like a toy,
80 volts, but you're also getting a current amplification?
Oh, sure, same time, you know, because this is a fixed value of microfarad. Because there's a value microfarad here that is stored. This is like a storage, this is a capacitor. So it means, but the problem, they cannot increase the power of the capacity of this because this is a very, very, very sensitive. If you use ordinary IGBT, you need IGBT actually here. The IGBT like this. This is the gate. So this one, let's say point A, and this is point B. This one is the point A, and this is the point B. So you short it here, boom, very quick. This is.
Well, that would. Well, see, normally you might have 100 amps or so from a 12-volt battery on a dead short, but
if you 100 amps, if you say 100 amps in 1 second, but if you divide it 1,000 in 1 second,
so quick.
It's quick, so it's only one, you know,
and then
1.1. So that's it. But
so
the
it doesn't
problem
get time.
IGBT, this create a lot of spike.
Yep. The secret is in the spike, isn't it?
Spike. This will easily destroy the transistor. So they need to put some here in their face. We call it filtering system.
Yes.
This is what we develop.
Well, that coil that we see on the car and YouTube, you know, sitting on the back, it looks a very fine wire coil. What role does that play?
Oh, some sort of antenna.
Antenna.
Yeah, some sort of antenna.
How does that sort of link in with this?
No, because
or is this
although you're shorting here, you need an ambient receptor.
Right.
Because anytime you short it, you are creating a lot of pressure here.
Yes.
Attracting something like let's say I give you an example. Once you press, how I can make it in a very good explanation in a mechanical way. You know air. This is tube. Put some air and stop here. Make it a pressure. Compress it. Compress it. Forcefully. Slowly you can see there is an attraction of cold. It will cool. It attract some humid. It starts to have some humid on the surface. Once you compress the air. This is the same thing.
Yeah.
When you short it, it's just like compressing. Because you have power, giving power air, at the same time you're shorting. The same thing, what's happening in a mechanical translation. So you attract, and then suddenly you release it.
Release, yeah.
So that's what happened.
That's fascinating, so it does relate to Bedini's work in that he's using the spike for his battery charging and all that sort of thing, the MEG device, the same principle basically.
Yeah,
but you're doing a different arrangement.
But the problem, they can move farther. So what they can create only is just a demonstration for tabletop, just for a toy. It's just like a toy.
That's right.
Because they can put, because this one is very expensive. It cost me almost $200,000 just to make this IGBT immune to the spike.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Until last year November, I able to hit the right filtering system to make my IGBT immune to spike. So now I continue my research. I'm able to continue my research. Like what happened to John Bedini, Tom Burdeen, or many great inventors. This is their problem. This is their hardware. Until now, they're not yet crossing that point. Although they know all of this.
Have you communicated with John at all?
No.
Peter Lindner?
They know. I think they know me already.
Sticking to your corner. And so the performance of the first setup you had with the car that we see in YouTube, it would go up to what, 5 miles an hour or something like that, or how many revs could you get out of the motor?
No, actually, that's why. If you remember, I did mention last few minutes. I told you that we have made a universal motor. By means of combining my universal motor, another circuit, another software development, we remove the overheating. Now at the same time, my universal motor can increase the volts up to 10,000 volts. The ordinary conventional motor is maximum is 440.
Has that actually been tested?
No, not yet. We are still.
No, that's the next stage.
Now we are just step by step. Although our target to go to 5,000 to 10,000, but we just finished the 100 volts, 150. Now within 10 days we can test run the 280 volts. That's good enough to surpass the best electric car in the world. But still using battery. But the next will be 1,005 after 280. Now we will develop it to 1,500 and then 3,000. That's R&D.
Right.
Of course, and then 5,000.
So
I
you
think
can
5,000.
just keep multiplying the system.
At 5,000, it will be self-sustained. Maybe we don't need battery at all. But battery will be dumped eventually, because
we just have a capacitor.
Yes, capacitor, because battery. If you, let's say there is a 100 ampere battery, 100 hour, and we consume it 1 hour, the whole 100 ampere hour, 1 hour you consume it, and then you want to charge it, the battery will require you